G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today I am moving the legs underneath the 7 foot, the 7x4 foot, and at the same time I've got a bit of a sickness in one of the tanks. I don't know what it is because I haven't added any fish. It's one of my colonies. My Pollystigma. Are they Pollystigma? I always can't remember whether they're Pollystigma or Livingstoni. I think they're Livingstoni. Or are they Pollystigma? You guys know better than me. Drop a comment which one they are. Anyway, so they were fighting and one of the males got beaten up, and then I lost the male because the two males were fighting. But I think the male polluted the water a fair bit. So I'm actually doing like a really heavy water change on that. I might throw a little bit of tetracycline in there, not heaps because I want to try and not kill the bacteria in the filter, but I just want to be on the safe side. There's also a skinny girl in there, so I'm worried about that. But at the same time I'm draining the 7 foot because we need to fix the legs on the bottom of that, and it should be all rosy. I'm not worried about the colony. There's only one female which is looking a bit average. One thing I've learnt with fish, sometimes you just medicate when you've got a hunch, and that's what I'm doing because I really don't want to lose them. Like they're a really cool colony. I love them, and the fry sell pretty well. I don't know, if I did lose them, at least I've got like a shitload that I could grow out as a colony. But anyway, we're not going to lose them. It's basically like it's not a big deal. So anyway, I'm going to empty that tank out and empty that tank out. But while we're here, I've just covered the floor in water. I want to show you a new toy that I got. Alright guys, check it out. I've got to make a new hook for it so it's not in the way of the nets, but I got a squeegee, and it's actually the best thing ever. Like, I'm only doing it one-handed now, obviously. I don't know if you guys are really going to be able to tell in the video, but like, look, so water, no water. It's actually, and that's me one hand, no pressure. Can you guys see in the video how good this thing works? Honestly, I'm in love with it. I've wanted to buy one of these for ages, and it's always just slipped my mind. It's only like a $15 piece of equipment, but it's one of the coolest pieces of equipment I've ever bought. And like, normally I've got to like high pressure hose the floor to make it look half decent, but look, it's like taking all the brown out, because what happens, right, is I vac tanks onto the ground and stuff, and all this brown stuff lands on the concrete, and I haven't sealed this concrete properly. So basically what happens is that the brown stains the concrete, and then I've got to high pressure clean it to get it off. So now if I have like a big dump like this on the ground, I can just squeegee it and hopefully the floor will stay cleaner. I know you guys are going to go, yeah, why don't you seal the floor? There's a reason. It's because of that leak in the corner of that tank there. So it's just a big snowball effect. I can't seal the floor until I fix that window. And I can't fix that window because I've got no motivation to fix it. Alright guys, so I ended up chucking a bit of tetracycline in there, and also some Metro Prez or something. What's the Praziquel? The API General Cure. Just on this note, one thing I hate is this you can't buy in Australia. I got it through other means, and then like it doesn't treat very much. So like right now I want to use this to treat the tank, but like the dosage rate is that many, like 2 of these, I needed 2 of those sachets to do that. So then I'm like contemplating, do I not use the medication because I can't buy more over the shelf? And then I was like, no, I'm being silly. The medication is there to use. So basically, I threw it in there, and yeah, so I just hate the availability of medications in Australia. I understand why in a way, because like they also relate back to human medications and all that jazz. But like I needed to treat the tank, and it is what it is. I've got the meds there, so I've treated it. So I haven't lost any more. I lost one male, and there was a female kind of like gasping on the bottom. I did a bit of research. Telephone is no. Obviously fish disease is very vague, but from what I can figure out, it's septicemia, and the treatment is actually camacin sulfate, or whatever, you guys can read that, but I don't have that. And from what I've read, the next best thing is tetracycline. But the problem, so they also use, say, Metro, which is in the API multi-cure. So I think I'm on the right path. I'm just not. I don't have the recommended one. People saying high pH, the tetracycline doesn't actually work, but I don't know what, they don't actually say what high pH is. My pH is like 7.5 from the tap water, so we'll probably just see. At this stage, that's going to kill the filter bacteria. So I don't even know if I'm going to fill this tank back up today. I'm probably just going to leave it like this until tomorrow. I've put an air stone in there. The filter's going to die, so I'll probably clean the filter out tomorrow and then fill it back up. One thing about this channel, guys, you know that I don't lie to you about illness or anything like that. I've got 40 fish tanks, maybe more. I haven't counted for a while. It is blowing out a bit, but I just want to let you guys know, like, everybody else is healthy. I've got the linear aren't great, but they've never been great since the day I got them. I kind of am low-key thinking whatever they have got has got up there somehow. My tanks are not linked. Every tank is completely isolated, but the symptoms definitely look similar to what they have. The only thing is they've been like that for like 6 months and aren't dying, whereas that's the only thing I can think of. The last time I put a net in there was to strip these fry, so these are probably like 4 months old. So I haven't had a net in this tank for a fair while, so I am really confused on why they're getting sick. Obviously there is the other thing is I don't know how old that boy was. I bought him as an adult, so there's a chance that the boy just died, fouled up the tank and created like a blood illness in the fish from foul water. Oh, actually that's a lie as well, because I actually tested the water. I've tipped most of them out. Look how low the nitrates are. They're like 10 ppm. Oh, it's got a little bit darker. Yeah, 10 ppm. I'm pretty stoked with that. Especially when they're like 15 to 18 centimeter fish. I think that's a really good nitrate level. Comment below if you agree with me. So this tank's almost drained enough to snap these legs out, but yeah, there's not much more to that. I'll just see you when I see you. Alright guys, so tank's drained real low. I'm being dumb. I'm just gonna have to get under there to get it out. I'm being silly. Alright, you guys wait back here. Need to get a new little tripod, guys. This one doesn't have an angle change on it. You wouldn't be able to hear me, would you? Let's turn this microphone around. Alright, so I pulled the drain out. It's about as drained as I want to make it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, even though I've only got like 100 litres of water in the tank, I'm still scared. I don't think anybody would be excited about taking a middle brace out from underneath the tank that's 1 metre wide with water still in it. I don't think it's screwed. It's just wedged in, but it's really stuck. Ah, it is screwed, guys. That's annoying. Damn it! I didn't think I screwed it, but it's screwed down, so I can't get the screws out. Alright, we're gonna have to knock it the other way and snap the screws. Alright, wish me luck. I'm nervous. Alright guys, so leg is out. It's a bit mouldy, but it's not rotten, which is good because I don't have any spare material. I had to look around to replace it and I don't have a piece big enough. So basically now all I got to do is I need to cut this down the same thickness as this piece of plastic. So some of the OGs will know all of my legs have this plastic underneath them, and it's actually so that the wood isn't touching the ground when the ground gets wet, so it avoids this wet patch here. I'm just glad I got to this one before it started rotting. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I could have just gone and got a new bit of timber, but you guys know I'm all about saving that moolah. Alright guys, so you guys see me in this compromised position a lot lately. I'll probably try and get it back in pretty much the exact same position so that the screws that are snapped off and sticking out here like locate it. Actually scrap that, I might just go just behind it. Yeah, that's a better idea. So just getting it off. I need to make it parallel with something. I don't have a level short enough, so I'll probably just go back and look from over there and eye down this leg, because I know this leg will be close to level. So when you can't fit a level in somewhere, so it still needs to go back. Just try a level or something you know is level. Alright, so that's parallel with this leg just here. As far as like location and levelness, the middle leg doesn't matter all too much. This whole thing's bolted into the wall, so it's not like it can tip over or like lever off this leg. So when this has downward weight on it, there's nowhere for this leg to go. especially not to the point where you'd have to stress about any failures. This leg here is the same situation. I'm gonna have to cut it down, and I've got to change this leg. I don't know how yet, but once I've changed it, I'll tell you. Alright guys, so that one's back in, and it's got the plastic block underneath. I found another one. So they've both got plastic blocks. Remind me next week, guys. Drop a comment saying make some more plastic blocks, because I've got to cut some more at work. They're not plastic, they're PVC. It's under... is it under that one? That one there is actually on the ground, but this front leg is off the ground. That doesn't really help that because the moisture can go up and under. Alright, so don't lead by example. That one there has got a block under it. Like, see, you can just see all of these have got that block underneath. This one's more obvious. It's a good idea if you're building racks. It stops the moisture getting into the legs. Like, you know, my floor is pretty wet. And like, here's a good example. It looks wet on the camera. These have also got fiberglass on the bottom of them. Where's one without fiberglass? This one here. See how it's completely dry, but there's water on the ground? It just saves your racks. It really does. Because you see how the bottom of those timbers I just took out, they were starting to rot. Luckily, there was like 10 mil on the bottom of them starting to rot, and I just cut 16 mil off them to put those legs under. So they should dry out and be safe. But anyway, now it's time to fill this tank back up. Look how low I've got the water, guys. There's literally, I think there's probably 100 litres in there, and I was still freaking out about knocking those legs out. Still low-key scared about filling it, because if you don't actually know the history of this tank, it's actually cracked, and the base is in like probably 10 pieces, and it's always just at the back of my mind that this tank's going to break again. But it was kind of a temporary tank that ended up permanent that I can't get out now to repair. So if I wanted to repair that tank, I need to take all 3 of those tanks out, and if it cracked again, I'd probably just patch it again, to be honest. I'd really love to put a new bottom in it because it's a really nice tank and it would look really sleek if it was actually good. But yeah, idiot me. You know, sometimes I just jump the gun, put tanks on top of tanks that need repairing. But yeah, I actually tell a lie. I like having this tank in here broken because it proves to people that you can fill a cracked tank, because I know some people, as soon as a tank cracks, they won't trust it again with a patch on it. So that's like a testament to that. But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap that one up there. I've got a bit of tiling to go do, hence the high vis. I'm tiling in my work clothes, I'm not going to tile in my good clothes. If you like this video guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. I'm not really sure what tomorrow's video is. I'll keep you updated on the Pollystigma. They'll be fine, but I won't talk about them unless something bad happens. How's that? Because I'm 99% sure that they're going to be fine. Positive spirits, guys. That's what we need in fish rooms. Some of you know what it's like, some of you don't. But anyway, guys, did I say that? Like this video, subscribe, and peace out.